Welcome back to the InformationWeek News Desk, broadcasting live from Las Vegas at the Interop conference. I'm Brian Gillooly, VP of Event Content and Strategy for our Content Marketing Group. And I'm excited to be here. Would like to welcome to our news desk Tom Butts. Tom's the CEO and founder of Accelerated. Tom, why don't we start and talking a little bit about your company. Tell us why you're here. I see you have a very pretty red gift for me.
Yes.
Is that what that is? Tell us about it.
Well, we're introducing a new product today. It's a software-defined networking appliance that will basically allow customers to run as many virtual machines as they want, whether those are network-based virtual machines, or in some cases, we even have customers running Windows virtual machines inside of this platform, going into retail and other environments. So our goal is to bring price performance leadership to this space.
Right.
That's where we've been in the past, and that's where we want to continue to be.
What was the need in the market for something like this, though?
Great question. What we've seen now so far is most of the current network gear go to traditional people, right? Are bringing in platforms that don't bring the price performance that is necessary for people to really accept this, and for it to make business sense, right? So, hey, I've got a very big box, it's a $5,000 box, and you go, well, I have 1,000 retail stores, I can't afford a $5,000 box. We need a device that costs $1,000 or less. Let's go find a way to get that done. And I think what really differentiates us from the rest of the players in the market are the fact that we've been doing embedded Linux for 20 years. So this is not new to us. If you look at our total build size, we're under 50 meg for our total OS inside of this box. Boot time is less than a minute, including orchestration. And we're also bringing a central management platform to this that lets you control, monitor, do out-of-band function, everything from that central console.
And speaking of that, you talk about SDN, the importance of SDN for everybody, especially here at Interop. It's pretty huge.
I think there's been a lot of people trying to do things in this space, but I think people are tired of I got to stack 3 boxes and I need 3 different orchestration engines, and every time I do that, I've got to roll a truck. So the theory of virtual networking, and that's what we're talking about, is virtual networking is beautiful. The real question is execution, and I think that's key to success. And when you talk about how do you figure out what SDN appliance are you going to buy or going to use, you have to think about what VNFs am I going to run. So am I going to do WAN optimization? Am I going to do VoIP? What am I going to do inside this box? And then you got to look at how big are those devices. And what we've seen, virtual devices, what we've seen is a lot of people have said, I got a virtual VNF for VoIP or whatever, and all they've done is taken their current build, put a VM wrap around it, and it comes in very heavy.
And does this also change who in the organization you target for starting the dialogue? Because it simplifies the process for everybody, right?
I think it's the same. Telecom kind of manager level that you're going after. But the idea being, you also, you really need to sell at a CIO level to say, here's the business proposition. Because a lot of the times the telecom guy will get wound up and wrapped up inside of technology. We're trying to solve a business problem here. So let's get the business decision makers in, do a return on investment, and say, is this the right thing for this customer? Given the truck roll savings, the flexibility, the speed we can do with this kind of a platform. Is
there a competitive set you can? I mean, who are you competing against with something like this?
Well, it's a brand new field, which is really nice. So what we were saying is, ours is real. It's here today. You can buy it here at the show if you'd like. Our orchestration engine is done. Absolutely. So we're ready to go. So a lot of our competition has a lot of slides and all the things they're going to do, or there's people that are coming in with a device that's a much higher end. So this is a platform that could go and any up to 100 people in a branch kind of space. If you go, hey, I'm going to headquarters, that's when you look to your traditional vendors today and saying, hey, I need a real big thing at the headquarters to do the virtualization there,
So you can hit a lot of smaller companies as well, so they enter the market a little bit easier because of this kind of device.
That's the hope, and again, a lot of our business is OEM, so you'll probably see this device with different logos on it based on people saying, these guys are really good at what they do, which is building cost competitive hardware, and they're hard to beat. And we'll bang our drum against anybody in the embedded Linux space.
And you have OEM partners already, or you're looking to?
We have a lot of devices in test, so no one's signed the contract, but again, it's a brand new platform.
If there are any here at Interop, should they be contacting you guys?
There is 2 here that are evaluating the platform.
Okay, very good. Very good. You said you've been around for 20 years. Can you tell us a little bit more about Accelerated, the company, and what you guys do? So
just some background. We all the people that work there, we're about 70% engineering, have come out of different telcos. So either AT&T or Verizon or IBM or different players in that space. And we do all of our hardware and low-level software development in Brisbane, Australia. It's a fantastic place to do business, tremendous talent there. And then we build our management platform in Tampa, Florida. So we do that, and we've been profitable since 2010. We started in 2006, and we continue to have great growth, great energy, 100% employee-owned company. So we're very, very happy in where we are today and where we're headed.
And what other product lines do you have?
We have a complete cellular line too. So if you want to say, hey, I need to connect things up to the cellular network, we have full routing function all the way down to just a small modem that connects any device up to the cellular network.
What are your customers saying to you, or what are you hearing maybe here at Interop that they're saying are some of the challenges they're facing, especially as they're moving into the SDN market?
Well, again, I think the big hurdle is everything that they've looked at to date is not delivering the price performance they need to make the business case close. And that's what we're doing. We're solving a business problem here. We're not doing things for in laboratory work or for fun and giggles. We want to solve a business problem. And so I think that's the #1 hurdle. Number 2, in the cellular space, people are saying the rate of change in the cellular industry is crazy. And same thing, we got to get to where we can get our devices connected up to the cellular network. And we have products that say, if you already have a device and you want to put a cellular connection onto it, we've got that. Or I want a device that does all the routing and cellular connectivity too. And if you look at this device, it will have a built-in. Why
don't you show it to the camera? So
it will have, this is a space where you're going to be able to slide in your LTE module. Some people don't want it built in, so it'll be an optional module. But again, if you say, hey, I want to do LTE or whatever it is in that platform, that'll be built in, slide in module.
And did you give us the price point on this?
Again, MSRP is right now at $1,500, $1,599 or whatever it is.
It's also an OEM product. So.
And then we'll, as volume handles it and as we get more stuff happening, then that price will of course come down.
Any other issues you want to bring up with regards to maybe some of the challenges your customers are having? And what you might be addressing in the future beyond some of these issues?
Well, again, I think the point of focus today for me is you have to go to your VNF provider and say, how big is that VNF? Secondarily, can I get it in a modular fashion? Maybe I don't need all 500 features that come with this VNF. I only need these 3. And I don't want to pay for those 3. And I only want those 3 to be in here so I can save the space, the RAM, the flash that I need in order to make that viable in my network.
Okay. Tom, thanks very much for joining us here at the News Desk. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And that was Tom Butts. He's the CEO and founder of Accelerated Concepts. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more from the Information Week News Desk at Interop.